do you have in our starting linebacking core? Alex Anzalone. I have Jack Campbell. And I don't know between Derrick Barnes and I'm going to say Malcolm Rodriguez starts it. He was injured for OTAs and minicamp. I still think he's got a leg up, but Derrick Barnes has been fighting his ass off, and so it's going to be fun to watch in training camp. Those guys battle it out to see who's going to be getting the most playing time. Generally speaking, they only have 2 linebackers out there at one time anyways, but they do have a rotation, and I want to see who's that rotation guy. I'm kind of dog pound. I kind of agree with you just because, he was starting last year, but we'll see what happens in training camp. Can Derrick Barnes jump up in there and take that spot? We'll see. That'll battle probably all the way through the 3rd preseason game. That will go all the way down probably to the last minute. Detroit Lions on the prowl. Yes, no longer doing shows anymore. That kind of sucks. I really enjoyed them. Unfortunately, everybody's got to sometimes move in different directions, and it happens. So I wish all those people nothing but the best. How much will Hutch play inside this year? Oh, great question. I would probably say not much. I don't believe so. I think he's predominantly going to be on the outside. I think we got more talent now on the interior than we did last year. I think he'll predominantly be the edge. They'll do that every once in a while, right? They're going to do their NASCAR package, and they'll put in some speed guys in there. But I don't think it's going to be something that's going to happen on a regular even as much as it did last year. I can't wait for football season. Now, I am with you 100%. I want to see the football season. Right, meow. We're literally less than 2 months away from the regular season. We're what, preseason's 3 weeks away? They'll have the Hall of Fame game, so it's going to be nice. It's going to be epically nice. I'll be at training camp, watch a training camp, and then I'll be able to watch that preseason game in my hotel room. Where is Holmes' interview at? I need to take and listen to it. Search. Go on NFL.com. It's under there. You can also search Peter Schrager, Brad Holmes on YouTube. They'll come up. It's all on YouTube. It's about an hour and 15 minutes long. Question here from Phantom Lion. Do you think Levi is go for this season? I think he's a no-go for this season. My personal belief is he will get released with an injury settlement. I do not believe he will be on the Lions 53-man roster. With that said, if he is, that's a huge plus. I just don't personally believe it. That's my thing. Training camp is free, but you got to get tickets this year. It is free, but I'm going to just say this. There's a great chance if you just go in there, stay in a line, they kind of just give the tickets out. But it's free. It's a fun day every single day. Go check it out. It's not like it's super packed or anything. It's fun to go. Did you say Mark Orem got in a bad car accident? No, I did not. That was Brad Holmes got into a car accident years and years and years ago. Not Mark Orem. Mark Orem is my buddy. He is my pal, and he's completely fine. Let's help get Mike to 100 likes. Yeah, absolutely. If you've not hit that like button, go ahead and smash it right meow. Right meow. It does help out. Any chance Hutch makes a snap as linebacker like Holmes had the Aaron Donald delay? Possible. You could see something like that. Was it the Chicago Bears game where he was on the sideline, got really close to the sideline, they snapped it, and he got the interception from Justin Fields? So you could see a situation like that. Situational, not regular. Just keep that in mind. I'm not saying anything regular. You want your question answered, you could also put hashtag smash the hole, because here on the One Pride podcast, we enjoy smashing holes hardcore. That's what we do. Strong D, smash that hole. You got to break the line. And you got to make sure that you explode on the defense. Or else you're not an offense, and we don't want that. So make sure you go do hashtag line, hashtag smash the hole, hashtag FGB. We all love FGB. That's the best way to go here. With 101 in the building and 52 likes, we are 48 likes away from 100 to get an Ultra combo. So if you have not smashed that like button, smash it right meow, and we will get the Ultra combo. There it is right now if you'd like to see the interview. Brad Holmes, the season with Peter Schrager. It's an hour and 11 minutes. That is where it's at. Do you think Brad Holmes will go get another defensive tackle, or do you think he's content with the defensive tackle room? This is a great question. I think he potentially could just for a rotational guy or a camp body, but I'm not suggesting they're going to go out and get Aaron Donald or they're going to get Quinnen Williams or they're going to get Ndamukong Suh right now or anything like that. It would potentially could be a camp body. I think that's plausible or possible. We'll do 48-52. I want to see the Lions run the Fumblerooski this season, if anyone could. It's the Lions. The Fumblerooski. Look, they'll. What was that formation? I forgot what team it was, but it was the Dallas Cowboys where the running back was the center, and then it was like a bunch of wide receivers or something. Ezekiel Elliott was the center. He got pushed down. A ridiculous formation. I hope they don't do that type of formation. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. Kind of keep it original. I think they will. I think you'll see some fun stuff this year. We've seen it already, and they'll keep that thing going for sure. Should we have drafted Calijah Kancy? He's going to beast, and now he's paired with Vita Vea over there in Tampa. You know I liked Calijah Kancy. I thought he was a really good defensive tackle. I think the Lions could have took him at pick 18, and he went right after that to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that said, Brad Holmes had 14 players with first-round grade. He had a first-round grade on Jack Campbell, and he must not have had a first-round grade on Calijah Kancy. So if that is the case, I am fine with what he did there. I do believe you draft whom you think is the better player, not just now, but for the future. I do like Calijah Kancy, though. I do like him. I think he'll be really good. Him and Vita Vea will feast like they did with Ndamukong Suh. But I'm fine. I love Jack Campbell. Y'all already know. I mean, I love Jack. I've been talking about Jack Campbell for almost a damn year. So when you talk about a player and you've seen them work as much as I have, you're really happy that he's on your football team because you're a fan of the player. So I'm fine with them going Jack Campbell at 18. I'm happy with it. But you're right. I do think Calijah Kancy is a special defensive tackle, and he's going to be good. So I'm not going to even dog that for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just because he's not the guy who the Lions selected. Thanks, Grandauser. I'm getting ready for an appointment. Was in the shower. I saw the interview. Yes. Definitely. I love showers. I love taking a shower. Take a shower a little bit later tonight. Have a good one here. Let's see. David Barnes says, Chark missed 6 games last year, but the offense is still great. Will missing JMO set us back? Very much. I think it is going to set the offense back to taking the offense to the extreme good. I don't think it's going to set the offense back. I think our offense is really good. It was still good even without Jameson Williams, but for our offense to take that elite next step where you have that extra dimension, I think it will, and it's going to take a little bit of time for him and Jared Goff to get on the same page. I know that's probably not what you want to hear or out there people want to hear, but it does take a little bit of time for a wide receiver and a quarterback to get on the same page. It does. And they've had issues in OTAs and minicamp, and missing the first 6 games is just going to add to that. So hopefully, when we're getting ready for the playoffs, Jameson Williams and Jared Goff are squared away and good to go by then. That's probably what we should really be waiting for. Are they connected, like, at the hip at that point? Because if they are, they can make their run for sure. I love the diversity in the secondary. May take a second to click, though. It's possible, but it's clicking already, Jay Schultz, from OTAs and minicamp, and watching Jared Goff struggle, hearing him talk about it is very good. It's a good sign, but you're right. There's going to be moments it's going to take a little bit of time while all these guys click. It's going to take, it's to be extremely good, right? I think they're going to be very good right off rip, but I think to take it to that next level, you're right. It'll take a little bit of time, and that's fine. I think this secondary will be good to go, like 100% good to go. Probably, week 8, week 9, and it doesn't matter at that point because we're not just trying to win a game. We're trying to win playoff games. And in my opinion, we should be the odds-on favorite to win the NFC North and focusing on that playoff game a little bit. And everything should be squared away by then. Let's see. Marvin Jones and Josh Reynolds are the only deep threats as of now. Khalif Raymond's a deep threat. He's just not tall, Remember, Khalif Raymond takes some big passes by Jared Goff. He's just not tall. So he is a deep threat, just not the size threat. Will McNeil take the next step up since edge is more established? I think he will, and he dropped some body weight. He drops, he said, 13% body fat, and that's going to make him stronger on the defensive line. And if that's the case, he takes that next step on his third year. That's great because we need him. He's good at stopping the run. I'd like to see him a little bit better smacking the quarterback, and maybe dropping 13% body fat will give him a little more energy to do such a task. Did Amon-Ra say he wanted the deep ball this year? Yes, he did, Dr. Detroit. He absolutely did. And I'm sure he'll get his plays, but he's so damn good in the middle of the field. He's so good at being a first down receiver. It's hard not to be mad at Ben Johnson for scheming him in these plays. I understand he wants these deep passes, but god dang, he's the savior in the middle. Let's see. Haven't heard much from Sorsdale. Is he showing promise? He's backup right now. Remember, Graham Glasgow is the backup to Halapoulivaati Vaitai. Sorsdale will be I think he'll be the backup guard for either Jackson and at some point maybe for Halapoulivaati Vaitai. That's why you're not hearing a lot from him, because there's a lot of other players. Leaf is tiny lightning. Yes, he is. He is absolutely amazing. Khalif Raymond is the Flash. He is. The Lions winning the division. Do we have any other divisional teams make the wild card spot? Maybe the Minnesota Vikings, potentially. Other than that, I don't see the Bears or the Packers making the playoffs. The Packers, I think they take a significant step back. I think the Bears take a big step forward, 7-8 wins. But generally speaking, to make a wild card, you have to have 9 to 10 wins. So maybe the Vikings. That's it. We have Gibbs. To take his place week 7, right? Gibbs. Yes, Gibbs will be taking everyone's place week 1 through 17. As long as he's healthy, he is going to be playing wide receiver. And you heard it from the interview from Brad Holmes. They didn't draft a running back. They drafted a offensive weapon. And so he'll be in there. He's going to get a lot of those catches for that Jameson Williams probably would have gotten. Like we've seen the jet sweep with Jameson Williams. Best believe you're going to see Jahmyr Gibbs doing stuff like that. And he's going to be getting footballs probably, be getting in the middle of the field, maybe some 10-yard passes to try to take it up the field. So maybe that will open it up for Amon-Ra St. Brown for him to get a little more deeper in his shots, because you got a Jahmyr Gibbs. But I still love St. Brown in the middle. And I know he wants more deep threats, but he is the savior of this offense. He is the reason this offense, one of the big reasons this offense continues to be really dynamic, is all he does is get first downs, keeps the chains moving. Let's see.